Torment of Truth, Seed of Scorn, Book 2. He emerged in desolation and saw endless faces of those who inhabited the unsettling space. All of them, all looked as him, as those of Nazil. Incoherent words were spoken all at once, some pleading, others demanding, while others cursed the darkness. Their eyes were nearly clear, virtually glowing, adjusting to the endless night. Their flesh had paled, as did their hair, which he now understood, through the Guardians, was caused by the same lack of light, the lack of sun. Only darkness remained. He watched as they struggled lumbering through the muck and mire that now surrounded them. The soft and unforgiving ground would surely consume them if their movement ceased too long. Pentanamir felt a sting in his nostrils as he experienced the fetid stench, burning not only his nose, but his eyes as well. He was not there, not feeling what the limitless men and women felt. Yet he was. He felt the emptiness, the suffering. He heard the prayers being offered to gods of their own creation. His heart became heavy, witnessing the brutalities committed. Although once the pain had been suffered, and someone fell to the ground, they did not perish. They could not. They rose again and continued to trudge. On and on it went, constant movement, clamor and darkness, an unending melancholia and malevolence never changing. He felt a warm tear roll down his cheek, but could do nothing to remove it. He was as an effigy, an immobilized version of himself, a mere observer hovering far above those in the darkness, the unending pits where the damned now dwelled. He was not certain of his last thought, but it seemed only logical to him now. This was the space beyond. The Cha had taught him of the wasteland of souls, wandering, lost and tortured, but he saw none that they described as their tormentors. The Cha told of giant, disfigured humans, causing the suffering of the men and women of Nazil, devouring them with their razor-sharp teeth, only to spew them forth once more amidst the bile and acrid fluids of their stomachs, to be devoured eternally. Now he understood, or at least he thought that he did, allowing only the Guardians merge to provide that which he did not comprehend. He did not use his eyes, not as he did before. He used his heart in concert with his mind, enabling more of what lay before him to take hold, to provide the true answers he sought, and never allowing himself to depend on his mere and limited understanding. It was a glimpse into a world beyond all others. It was not until he felt the darkness consuming him did the Guardians release their hold. He stood motionless, looking over the sea of Nazilians, reaching out to the figure that they now noticed above them. Had he his sword, Pentanamir would have batted the pale appendages away, but there was nothing, literally nothing, only darkness. With the severing of the Guardian's connection, fear consumed him. Panic took hold as he felt himself drifting, descending into the space where only the damned could reside. He peered left and then right, searching for any possible escape, anything that would end the ache he now felt and the torment that accompanied it. Drifting ever closer to the hands of those who only desired to pull him into the same muck that they could not escape, the same torment and hopelessness that they had known for eternity. He wanted to yell out, to scream, to beg for the pain to end. It was then the light appeared. Only a fissure, a small opening for him to pass. Pentanamir clenched his eyes, calling upon the Guardians, and when he opened them again, he was among them. His body shook violently as the visions assailed him. He batted at imagined fingers, grasping his arms, his face drenched with sweat. No longer able to support his weight, he plummeted to the ground, trembling. When he inhaled, only the stench of the abyss filled his nostrils, causing vomit to spew from his mouth.
Rian Shallow, son of Manavir, Tiag de Galate Amaleko.
The guardians offered in unison. Their voices added calm to his tormented mind as he lay on the ground, crying out in agony. When they moved to their place behind the Azar, she bowed to the beings, and they faded from their presence.